Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellens, Griniflix Adventure 8, and welcome to another video. Today I'm taking an electric bike for a road test. It's the Vamos El Rapido. Yes, I did a video recently on the unboxing of the El Rapido. There'll be a link there in the video. So this is going to be the road test, taking it down to the park around Sydney Harbour, so I can give you my first impressions and conclusions. Let's get on with the ride. Yeah, being an electric bike, it means that you've got power when you pedal, so it's pedal assist. If I stop pedaling, then there's no more power, either from the pedals or the electric motor. But as soon as I start to pedal, there's a bit of a delay of about a second, and then the assistance actually cuts in as well. As soon as you put on the front brake or the back brake, it also turns off the power automatically. Yeah, you can see the display here. So at night time the display is really convenient. It's easy to read. During the day, because it's so light, it is a bit hard to read. If you've got sunglasses on, you've probably got no chance of reading the display, but that doesn't really matter. So as soon as I start to pedal, then the power cuts in and it helps gives some extra power. I have the gears set at 7 right now, which is sort of a high ratio, well actually low ratio, so least amount of pedaling, most speed. So when you're starting off on gears number 7, then it's a bit harder to start. If you start on gear number 1, it's much easier. If you do pedal, then basically you get to about 25 kilometers an hour. That's probably as fast as you want to pedal. So yeah, it's not a race bike by no means. It's a great commuter. You can get around the city, around the park. Bit of exercise if you don't want to have any power at all. Reduce the power, so I'm down to 1 and down to 0. So now I'm just pedaling away with no power assist at all. Bit of a downhill stretch here, so I don't need power for the downhill stretches. It has road tires, so that's good. So there's very little resistance on the road. And yeah, so just going downhill right now. I'm doing about 27 kilometers an hour. If I go up to 30, then my legs are going very quickly. There you go, 32 kilometers an hour. Yeah, so at this stage there's no point using power assist because you're going faster than the 25 kilometer hour setting of power assist for this type of bike. So if you want to exercise, don't turn on the power. You can just have a conventional bike. So that's pretty straightforward. All right, so we'll be getting down to the harbour and around the park, and then we'll muck about with the gears a little bit and some more of the power assist as well. You do have a throttle here for power assist. So you've got a choice of either using the throttle on the right hand bar here, or using or just pedaling. Either way, as soon as you turn on the throttle or once you start pedaling, then there is a slight delay before the power cuts in. Just something to get used to, I suppose. All right, will I make it? Will I make it? Green light, still green light. Yes, I'll make it. Yeah, the good thing about electric bicycle is that you can actually just go onto footpaths and bicycle tracks, which is the disadvantage of a motorcycle, because you have to stick to the road. You can't ride on the bicycle tracks. Right, so what's happening here? A traffic hazard. Okay. Let's go find a nice filming point somewhere around the harbour here. All right, I might just turn on power assist here. So I've gone up to power assist 3. Level 3. Alright, so if I want to not pedal, then I just turn on the throttle here and I'm just riding around the grass. As I control the throttle, I also control how much power I produce, which makes it really easy. So I can stand up on the foot pegs here on the pedals, so I can absorb the bumps with my hands, or my feet I should say, and it's really easy to ride. It's a lot of fun, in fact. Okay, now that does have front suspension, so absorbs some of the bumps, but it's also got suspension in the seat stem, as well as actually the padding, as well as some extra springs just beneath the seat as well. So that's pretty good. All right. For safety, there's a bell. Ah, there you go. There's a bell. So you can let people know that you're coming. It has really good brakes, disc brakes, both front and back. So disc brake is operated from the left-hand bar for the back, and for the front from the right-hand hand grip here. Oh yeah, a lot of fun here. Go around the circle here a couple of times. Air handling, bends, ground clearance. It's all good, all very safe. So it's just like riding a bike without any power, but you got electric power when you want it. Yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah. Okay, let's have a quick look around the bike here. So on the handlebars, left back brake is on the left. These are hydraulic brakes, which is really impressive. So a lot of high tech involved in these new bikes. Yeah, I know this mineral oil. So that means the brakes are easy to operate, and they are disc brakes. You can see down here. Very powerful, to say the least. And then right brake is here. This is the throttle assist. And also you've got the kill switch here, so there's two positions. Out means that there's no power, and in means power. And then the gear system here, which is pretty easy to operate. If you want to go down, you just press that button. No. If you want to go down, you move the lever here. If you want to go up, then you just press the button and it goes up one here. Front brake, your panel there. Yes, the battery is at the back. Oh, I forgot to take the key with me. There is a key here. Yeah, you put the key in there. When you turn the key, then you can pull out the battery. So there's a little handle here, and then you pull the whole assembly out, which I'll demonstrate a bit later on. There's your on-off switch, and then if you are charging up the battery, then you've got the little connector there that you can plug in your connector. The power supply, 240 volt power supply, which converts to 12 volts and then goes into there. You've got straps, got a nice luggage rack here. Now the straps are really good because I can put on my camera gear here, so that just clips off like so. Got my tripod, so I need that. And then my camera bag, and you can see my camera bag. Okay, I'll just put this strap back on. So the camera bag is really interesting. So there's my camera bag, which is great, and all I've done is I've just got some of these carabiner clips, so I can just clip that straight onto the rack, which makes it really simple. Comes off there. Voila. Alright, so my camera bag is off, and that's it. That's the bike. Yeah, so you got a tail light here. That light is turned on. Alright, first I need to turn the power on. Okay, power is on. Once power is on, then I can turn on the rear light here. I'm not sure you have, oh, you can see it? Yeah. And you got a flashing mode and off. So on when you want it on. Press it again, flashes, press it again, and turns it off. Alright, And then the front headlight is turned on by just pressing that button there. Yeah, you can see it. There you go. Yeah, pretty straightforward. The quality of finish is really good. You can see all this welding here is all very well. The paintwork is great. Yeah, now mud guards. Mud guards are really important. These are full mud guards. It goes all the way down. Now, what that means is when you're riding along, and if it's raining or you go through puddles or mud or whatever, it doesn't get squirted up as much onto your legs. There is a little bit, but if it wasn't for the mud guard, there'd be mud all over the place. And so we've ridden on some dirt and mud. It also goes for the back here. We've got a nice mud guard here to stop all the squirts coming up onto your panniers or luggage. I think it's a pretty good bike. The suspension. So you do have some spring preload you can put on, and there's a couple of settings there which you can do on both sides. So depending on how light you are, you might want to increase that or decrease that. It's just a matter of experimenting to see what your preference is. Oh, well, the suspension handles the bumps quite well. We've got a stony path here. That's good. Got a bit of an uphill. Yeah, so look, the motor's not the most powerful that you can get. It's a 250 watt motor on the rear hub. You can get some Vamos bikes that have got a 500 watt motor on the rear hub. So that's part of the decision process, is what sort of bike best suits you. If you're going to be doing a lot of hill climbing and everything and you want more power assistance, then it's worthwhile considering a bike that's got 500 watt motor at the rear hub as opposed to a 250 like on this one. But around the back streets, around the streets of Sydney or town or in the park, 250 watts is enough. And even 250 is enough if you're prepared to pedal, so you're just using power as power assist. Whereas with a 500 watt motor, you can go up hills even without pedaling. But that's not this bike, that's a different bike. From Vamos, they have another bike called the El Amigo, which is really carries a lot of heavy gear, or can carry a lot of heavy gear. It even has a pillion seat as an option, and yeah, so you need the power for that. Needless to say, the more power you use, the bigger the battery you need to give you that extra range. Being 250 watt motor, the capacity of the battery is about, I think, around 500 watt hours. Yeah, so there'll be stuff, the details will be in the video or in the description. That should give you a range of around 50 kilometers of commuting with some power assistance. So again, depending on the conditions, how many hills there are, how much wind there is, how fast you're going, how much you're accelerating, how much weight you're carrying, etc. So I've got this power assist at 3 right now, and that's more than adequate for around, you know, commuting around the park, around streets, footpaths. And needless to say, this is a beautiful winter's day in Sydney. I couldn't ask for better weather. Temperature's probably about 14 degrees Celsius, and very nice. You can't imagine a better way to spend the day than doing a product review out around Sydney Harbour. Yes, well, I am an affiliate of Vamos. Now, what that means is that I can pass on a discount code to you. Both for this bike, the discount code should be A8R, so abbreviation for Adventure 8 Rapido. But there will be discount codes for a number of bikes from Vamos, and I'll have those in the description as well. So depending on which bike you're interested in, there will be a separate discount code. And those discount codes give you different types of discounts. On this bike, you get free delivery and a free lock, a bicycle lock. So that can be worth, you know, around $200 or so. Yeah, so if you use the Adventure 8 discount code, then A8R, then you'll get that extra bonus, should you be interested in buying this bike. But do check out the other discounts that are being offered by Vamos using the Adventure 8 different discount codes. Any discount codes that are used in the purchase of Vamos e-bikes does help the channel. It helps me produce content for you, whether you're interested in photography or adventure travel, lifestyle videos, review on technology, or just, yeah, enjoying life to the max. Yeah, that's what my channel's about. All right, so we're into the pedestrian area here. That's okay. And we've got the bikes, we've got people. Action Plus. Yeah, so who's this bike for? This bike is for the commuter. And it's a lot of fun. Just having that little bit of a power, whether you're using pedals or whether you're using the throttle, makes a big difference. Just, you know, it just helps. All right, and yeah, it's high quality, good finish, good construction. I better concentrate on what I'm doing now because I'm going to go onto the road again. Maybe I'll stick to the footpath. Yeah, look, the bike is just slightly heavier than a bike of this type without an electric motor and battery. But it's light enough just to pick it up and put it back on the footpath and then go off again, which is great. Okay, here we go. Fish markets. Yeah, again, being pretty much like a normal bicycle. No one's really bothered when you're riding around in pedestrian areas because the bike is so small. I mean, so small, I mean, the bike is like a conventional bike. If you didn't look twice, you'd say it was a conventional bike. You wouldn't even know it was an electric bike because the battery is beneath the seat, beneath the rear rack, and the motor is on the rear hub. So all very straightforward. Okay. Scenic area, maybe to finish off the video. Bit of background harbour noise. All right, well, I'll finish off here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then give it a thumbs up. That's really appreciated. If it's the first time to my channel and you haven't already subscribed, then do subscribe. Press notifications. You'll be notified when the next video is out. And if you're after an e-bike, check out the Vamos website. Use the Adventure 8 discount codes, and there'll be 3 separate codes for 3 separate bikes that I've reviewed so far. The El Amigo, the El Doblez, which is a foldable one, pretty unique, that one, and also this one here, the El Rapido. Thanks again for watching. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers, bye.